In this video, we will talk about absolute value inequalities. So if we have absolute values like x plus 3 and inequality sign is less than 2, we are so this is an absolute value inequality because we have an inequality symbol and we have absolute value signs also in these type of inequalities, and we are asked to solve these type of inequalities. So what we have to do, so we have to isolate x, so that means we have to get rid of the absolute value sign first. And whenever we have to get the absolute value sign, we have to consider two cases, one case with the same right hand side and the other case with the negative right hand side, x plus 3 and with the negative sign. This is what we have learned when we have absolute value equations, when we have an equal sign in the middle. So we were doing like that. But now we don't have the equal sign in the middle. We have the inequality sign. So what we will do, we will keep the same inequality sign when we are keeping the same right hand side. And when we are consider the negative right hand side, we have to switch the sign of the inequality. You see that I just switch the sign from less than to greater than. Now solve both inequalities separately. So subtract 3 on both sides. We get x is less than 2 minus 3. So x is less than negative 1. And here subtract 3 from both sides. We get x is greater than this. So x is greater than minus 5. So we have these two solutions. So let's plot these two solutions on a real number line. 0, negative 1, negative 5. So x is less than negative 5. So that means x is on the left side of negative 1, anywhere here. And from the second solution, x is greater than negative 5. That means x is on the right side of negative 5. So this is the overlapping area. This is the overlapping area. If we have to say x is less than negative 1 and x is greater than negative 5, so this is the area that we have to highlight. So this is negative 5, negative 1, x is less than negative 1 and greater than negative 5. So this is the highlighted area. Solution lies here. And do we have to include the endpoints? No, because we have a strict inequality. So put an open circle on both endpoints. And if we have to write our solution in interval notation, then we will write down both endpoints, negative 5 and negative 1, and we will write the open bracket on both hand sides. Okay, if we have the absolute value sign on both sides, so first of all, we have to make sure the absolute value expression is isolated. So let's do this example. So if we have 2x minus 1, absolute value of this is less than x plus 3. So what we have to do, we have to remove the absolute value sign. So it will be 2x minus 1. First expression, so we have to consider two cases. In one case, the right hand side will be the exactly same. But in the second case, we have to switch the sign of the inequality and consider the negative sign on the right hand side. And now we have to solve both inequalities. So here we subtract x on both sides. We get 2x minus x, and we will add 1 to both sides. So we get this. So x is less than 4, and from here what we get, 2x minus 1 is greater than, this negative sign will distribute everywhere inside the bracket. So we will add x on both sides and add 1 on both sides. So we get 3x is greater than minus 2 and x is greater than minus 2 over 3. So now let's plot these solutions on a real number line. So this is minus 2 over 3 and this is 4. x is less than 4 and x is greater than minus 2 over 3. So this is the area that we are going to highlight for the solution, and both endpoints are not included, so open circle on both endpoints. And for interval notation, we will say that x belongs to this interval minus 2 over 3. Write down the both endpoints and use the open bracket just to tell that the both endpoints are not included. And we have some special cases for the absolute value inequalities. For example, so if we are given that the absolute value of x is less than 0, so we know that absolute value is always positive. It can never be less than 0, so no solution. So right away we don't need to solve it, we can just say no solution. If we are given that absolute value of x is less than or equal to 0, we know that it can never be less than, so there is only one solution, that is x is, what is that solution? X is equals to 0. Okay, if we are given that absolute value of x is greater than or equal to 0, and we know that absolute value is always positive, so all real numbers are solutions. Because it is always positive, it is always greater than or equal to 0. You can input any x value, that will be absolute value will make it positive, so it will be greater than or equal to 0. So these are the special cases for the absolute value inequalities. Thank you so much.